Hello everybody, Mannix here. Going to be doing a knife review on the CRKT Squid once the camera focuses. This was one of these little love at first sight knives that I saw at a store. It was just all packaged nice, I could see it and everything. I looked at it, I loved the black stonewash finish on it. I could tell it was a frame lock, very simple looking, and because it was about 20 bucks or so, I was like, yeah, why not? Just one of those impulse purchases, didn't know anything about the knife, never saw any reviews, just bought it, and I love it. It's not my favorite knife ever, but I didn't think it was going to be my favorite knife ever. I just knew it was the knife I was going to like. And for that, it's fantastic. This is a great EDC option. It's very sleek, it's very affordable, it's one of the better knives out there for the money. And let's get right into the specs. So, it retails at $29.99, so you can get this from anywhere from like $18 to $25 on other websites, which is completely reasonable, completely cheap, really, really affordable knife. Blade length is 2.156 inches. The handle length is 3.476 inches, making the overall length 5.71 inches. It weighs 3.5 ounces according to CRKT's website. We have an 8CR13 MOV blade steel, plain edge. As I said, it is a frame lock. There is no lock bar stabilizer on there, although the pocket clip kind of almost acts like one. Not that it really matters, but I figured to mention it. It is tip up right hand carry only. I know that is a shame for the lefties, but at least it's not tip down right hand carry only, which would be much worse, because most people, including myself, prefer tip up. Not that I really care that much, but a lot of people get upset over that, so whatever. Kind of a phallic clip right there too. I know, you're never going to be able to unsee that, sorry, but it's a very functional clip. It's loop over. A lot of people love their loop over clips, so there you go. I like this lanyard hole back here. This is part of the FRN backspacer. I like that style of lanyard hole. It's not just a drilled hole, it's part of the backspacer. I don't know, I like backspacers. I think it's cool. Sweet little knife. So very sleek, very slick. There's not really a whole lot to say about the knife. It kind of is as good as it looks. It's a very good knife. There's a really solid lockup. I'm getting a tiny bit of side to side, but you can adjust it out and make it a little tighter. No up and down, extremely strong. I like these fat, wide, black thumb studs right here. They're very easy to get to. Just use the fat of your thumb. You can flick it. It's not the easiest to flick because there's not a whole lot to hold on to, but if you just grip onto that pocket clip right there and use it as a brace, it's not too difficult. But this knife is not really intended to be a fast, tactical, whatever kind of knife. It's just it's more of a gentleman's EDC knife, I think. It has almost a very symmetrical look to it, which I think is really cool. Comfortable enough. This knife is geared a little more towards style than efficiency. There's style versus efficiency. Style is, how it looks, how cool it is, and stuff. Then efficiency is how comfortable it is, how well it cuts, how well it performs. This is, it's closer to the style side of things. It's supposed to look cool. It's supposed to, well, maybe not cool, but it looks good. It's symmetrical looking. It's very slick, covert, just kind of rounded. It's supposed to be a small, slim gentleman's knife. For the weight, it's a little, for the size, I meant to say, it's a little bit heavy because it's all steel. It's a metal knife. So it's not the most practical, it's not the most efficient. You can get more efficient knives out there for the money that, have FRN handles, are a little bit lighter, or maybe you get a little bit more blade for the money, or maybe it's a little bit more comfortable. But that's not exactly what this knife is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a good-looking, sleek, slick gentleman's folder, as I said already. Or even a lady's folder. I think this would be good for a woman as well. It's a little bit small for my hands. I have large-sized male hands, as you can see here. But if you had lady hands, or if you just had smaller hands, that's completely just a stereotype, I know, but it would probably fit even nicer. I like what they did right here with the frame lock bar. You can see there's almost like chisel work done on there, on the grinds. It allows your thumb tip to dig in there very easily, which I like. Eventually, if you use this enough, the jimping up here, which is okay, by the way, it's not that great, who really cares, eventually it would kind of wear on your thumb, and then you're going to get a hot spot right here too if you're using the knife a lot. But the intention behind this knife is not to be a super hard use knife. You just take it out, you cut one thing, a package or whatever it is, and then you just kind of close it. By the way, super smooth. Extremely smooth. And I love the way it sounds when you close it. It feels like a high quality folder by its sound. I don't know what it is. It's just it's a pleasure to fondle this little knife. I love it. Hey, it's one of those knives, there's not a whole lot to say about it. There's not really a whole lot bad to say about it either. It's just kind of a, for the money, you can't really complain. It's outstanding. And the biggest thing comes down to the blade. 8CR13 MOV. That's been used for a long time on many different folders, mostly the more affordable stuff like the Spyderco Tenacious line and such. It's always my go-to when I talk about that blade steel. So on the softer side, but it gets razor sharp, and this knife comes razor sharp out of the box, just like all CRKT's knives do. They do a very good job on that. It will dull on you if you use it, but guess what? If you continue to strop it, or better yet, just resharpen it once in a while, you'll get that razor edge back on there, so long as you know what you're doing, obviously, very easily, which is an upside it's an upside to the softer steels. You know, once you use them, and even though they lose their edge relatively quickly, once you resharpen them, it really doesn't take much time at all to resharpen them. You can get a razor edge back on there. So, for the money, you really can't complain at all. I mean, there's M-Techs out there, that are 10 to 15 bucks. This is just an extra $5 or so, and you get a lot more. It's that this edge is going to outperform those, even if the comfort's not quite as there, and even if maybe the efficiency is not quite there. That's not the point of this knife. It's supposed to be, again, a slim, sleek, cool-looking folder, and I think it's awesome. Again, I melt for black stonewatch. It's one of my favorites. I love the black hardware that goes on it, too. It's just very simple. You might even be able to turn this into like a necklace or something. I mean, it's kind of wide for a necklace. I wouldn't do that personally, but it's very simple and cool looking. A lot of people may not know what it is, but then you pull it out and bam! Really sweet knife. It carries perfectly too. I have no problems carrying it. It's a little on the slower side, but again, this is not a tactical folder. You can open it up quickly, but it takes a little bit longer, to get it into position, to open it up quickly and efficiently. But reverse position, let's see how that is. Whatever. So yeah, just for giggles, let's find out what my scale says, how much this knife weighs. Now, some people are going to say, well, why would I trust your scale? I'm going to trust their website. Well, I don't know, I get completely different answers. Like, when I'm weighing a Spyderco, I see 3.54 ounces versus the 3.5 ounces. They're saying, ooh. When I weighed the Spyderco Endure, I think that's 3.3 ounces. A long time ago when I did that, that's what my scale also said. But then I would weigh a cold steel knife, and cold steel claimed it was supposed to be a specific weight, and it was different. It was it was point something ounces off, so I don't know. I don't know who's the wrong one. It could be my scale, it could be the website, I don't know. But, 3.54 ounces, whatever. Anyway, kind of just a brief look of this knife. Basically, if you like the way it looks, if you like the sleek folders, just buy it. You have nothing to lose. It's not very expensive. It has a very good edge on there, a good blade steel, and rock solid lockup. And you're behind a reputable company, so if for some reason you got a lemon, which I don't think would happen, but if it did, you have a good company backing you up, and then you could send it back or just get a new one from them, or whatever their warranty is. Anyway, that's it. If you liked the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell if you do not want to lose any notifications at all for this video, because I promise to be making at least weekly videos from now on if you want to see more knife reviews, lighter reviews, flashlight reviews. Most of the time it's going to be maybe like 2 videos a week, not making any promises, but at least once a week. I'm going to try to do each Wednesday. Lately my uploading has been kind of inconsistent. It's been a little bit slow, but things are getting back on track in my life a little bit, and I've been able to make more videos. So anyway, that is it. Thank you for watching.